welcome to Living with the Land Speeder, where we Star Warsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin.
Hey.
That's it.
It's just like last week with I'm Geek. Just us.
Just us. Nobody wants to be with us. Derek's at a wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't even know the person. He's
Seems
like, I heard there was a wedding at the Hilton.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go down there.
Sorry. Free food? Sure. Whatever.
Free food,
Drinks, yeah, never. No.
I don't know whose wedding.
I don't know anything. Is it the one? Maybe it's the one with the lightsabers that he was going to. He got the invitation or whatever to be a groomsman, and he got a lightsaber with it. Was that
already happened?
That could have already happened. I don't know. It's perfect for this show though. So it's going to be the one with the lightsabers.
Yeah, it's that one.
It's Star Wars related.
Yep. But we're here.
We are here
because we're always here.
That's right.
We're actually bolted to the chairs.
Can't ever go anywhere.
Just like your favorite animatronic.
That's true. That's true.
What is your favorite animatronic?
My favorite animatronic? It's probably something in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, I guess the one that comes to mind though immediately when I think of pirates though is the foot hanging off of the bridge, and it's dirty. Like it's a lot of detail in it, and it's like swinging and stuff. It's like,
they have to take that down every night, dip it in the mud.
The dirt kind of falls off on people, so they have to
just bolt it back up there.
I don't know. What about you?
Oh, I don't know. No clue. No. I like Figment. He's not a very technical one.
No,
but he's just, I love seeing Figment. Now, when the Yeti worked, the Yeti was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work anymore, so it's not that cool.
It will never work.
And then the one in Avatar, when that one works, that was cool too.
Yeah.
It seems like the old ones work a lot better than the new ones. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but probably like overall,
the
Tiki Room is really cool because they're they're small, they're little, but you feel like you're surrounded by birds and
real birds.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like that. We'll go with that.
Good answer. Yeah, I like it.
Good answer. Good night, everybody.
You win.
I win. Woo. One that I don't like. This relates to the show, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. It's not because of the character.
I'm
just gonna put that out there. I don't like the Finn animatronic on Rise of the Resistance. It just looks weird.
He's the one squatting down.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't like that one for some reason. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's weird. It just looks like some kind of weird mannequin sitting there.
I mean,
but yeah, it's
kind of.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is. Yeah. I like the other ones on there, like Kylo Ren's cool on there, but the Finn one just always throws me off. I'm just like, it's sort of that uncanny valley type thing where it's like, you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that one is sort of like the uncanny, like it's like he looks real, but he doesn't look real. I think what makes the other ones better is because they have helmets on, so you don't have the details of like a human face.
Sure.
So,
yeah,
because like the First Order troopers and Kylo Ren, they have helmets on. But yeah, that one I was like, but I love the ride and I love Finn. Don't get me wrong, but it's the animatronics. All right.
So that related to that, the one thing that whenever I watch the videos of Rise of the Resistance, the lightsaber cutting through the ceiling, I was like, God, it looks so bad. Like when you watch it on the videos, it just looks
on the video
so bad.
There, it looks good.
Yeah, it's a little better.
Yeah, but it's funny, like all the animatronics on like Spaceship Earth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're way
older. You don't hear about those messing up.
Yeah,
they're
way
probably
older.
really simple. They're real simple.
Yeah.
Right?
And some of them come from different other attractions.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. That's a little tangent we got off on.
There you go.
So Derek's not here, so we just go off on.
It's some of the animatronics from the Great Movie Ride were used somewhere else, right? Can't think of what they were. It'd be great if I could remember. But there were, I think, I want to say it's the.
It's Finn. It's a Wiki Wiki. Finn.
Man.
I know the America Sings. Some of those animatronics were used in Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
At that final scene. And then there's some other ones from old Epcot rides that were used other places. And then some of the animatronics on Spaceship Earth are the same from not People Mover. What was I thinking? It's a great baby.
Carousel of Progress.
Carousel of Progress. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe my least favorite animatronic is on Spaceship Earth. The boy with no face. You can't see his face. The extra boy. Extra.
Oh, because he's turned around.
Yeah. That was too creepy for me. You know me and faceless children.
That's right.
Creep me out. Well, there's not much news.
I mean, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, they changed their turnstiles and everybody's flipping out. They closed. Thank you, inside the magic.
The people
didn't
over
say their
no
names.
There.
Yeah, they. If you read the headline of the article, I've already closed it, but it basically said that it was closed forever. So that was the worst headline I've ever seen in my life. But they took away the regular turnstiles and kind of modernized the entrance. I guess it still counts you as you go through, which I guess is important to them. I mean, they need to know. But it does it with a light, I'm sure, that when you walk through instead of pushing through the turnstile. So that's good.
It's the future. It's like Tomorrowland. It's just...
And in July we've got all kinds of stuff coming. We've got the test track is opening.
Yeah, the walls are down.
The walls are down. People can see it.
People have figured out that it's sponsored by GM.
That's right.
Sorry, I saw a video. It was funny. Yeah, it looks like they're sort of maybe going back towards World of Motion, bringing some homage back to that.
That's what they said they're going to do.
So that's cool. And they're doing like LiDAR stuff. I saw some videos on the inside, and they're like, "This is what a car sees," and it's like
those
LiDAR.
tiny little lights.
Yeah,
that was cool.
So that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when I'll get to ride it again, but looking forward to that.
I'll be there in October to ride it. I'll probably have to either buy a pass or do a virtual. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing because they haven't announced what they're going to do, the virtual queues or not.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'll be there in October the same time you will, but I'll be on the other side of Orlando.
That's right.
I may get to. Hopefully, I can meet up with our good pal Winchester. Me and him.
Yeah.
Go to for a day.
That'd be good.
Or maybe I'll just stalk you and you'll just
be good.
Like Ryan.
I mean, I think we're friends on the Disney app, so I'm sure you can figure out where we're at. Oh, look what he's riding now.
Just show up and be like, I bought a ticket just to come in and follow you around.
Yeah.
Disney.
And then the new parade will start in July as well, the Starlight parade.
I am so excited for a nighttime parade to come back.
Yep, I am too.
I missed it. That's one thing that would make me want to go back.
Yeah,
like spend the money to go back.
I feel like we talked about it last time, but Spectrum Magic is the one I remember when I first started going, and that's one of the things that made it special. Going is at the end of the night, and they would have the fireworks and the parade, and they would kind of alternate, right?
Yeah,
and I wouldn't necessarily watch the fireworks every time, but for sure I wanted to see the parade,
Yeah, I love the nighttime parades. They're always my favorite.
But now I'm kind of scared because one of the reasons why they stopped doing them is because it just gets so crowded. And of course it was during COVID time, so they were just afraid to have everybody crowded, But it's gotten worse with the fireworks shows now, right? It gets just so crazy. The good thing about a parade though is you have multiple places you could be. You don't have to be on Main Street to see the thing, right? You can be wherever, you can be at different parts. You can be at the beginning or at the end or in between, right? So that's what I'm excited about.
Cool. And did we talk about last time Muppets the farewell, or was that on IMG?
We did. We talked a little bit about it. Okay. Or well, no, it was on IMGeek. I guess you're right. Yeah.
I don't remember. They all run together, but they have people have been finding stuff in the dumpsters from the attraction already. So that's
crazy.
And people have taken pictures of stuff that they flagged on the outside. The flag mean that they're keeping it. So the Miss Piggy fountain.
Yeah.
Parts of it have been flagged, and then parts of it have not been flagged.
Oh.
So people are like, are they just getting rid of the fish and just keeping Piggy? Yeah. So that's coming.
The walls are up. They've got the map. What it's the design, the concept art. So.
Yeah, I don't know when that's supposed to be done.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It'll be a while.
Probably. But tonight we're going to do something different. Derek's away, so the mice will play.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Mice, Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Disney? What?
Disney. Oh, other news. They officially, I guess, have sold out of the reclaimed and reforged Savi's lightsabers special thing.
Oh, no.
No more.
So wow.
I will never get
one. It was limited.
Yeah. Usually when they say limited, I'm like, nah, it's not. They keep coming out with them. like some of the lightsabers, like the Darth Maul, they're like, we're retiring it. It's gone. And then they come back and they're like, never mind. You could buy it again in a bigger pack, more money. But they've said they've sold out of on both coasts. So I don't know if they'll bring it back. I'm wondering if it's like a May the 4th thing. Like every May they'll bring it back. I don't know.
Maybe. There is one other piece of Disney news we forgot to mention. At Disneyland, though, it's specifically on Disney Plus, but it is about Disneyland. They're going to start showing POV ride-throughs of rides at Disneyland on Disney Plus starting next month, sometime in July 17th, I think is when those come out. So that's kind of interesting. I feel like there's enough of that already on YouTube.
I think somebody at Disney was like, hey, I was watching this thing called YouTube the other day.
Right. For the first time ever.
Yeah, and I saw these like ride-through videos. I mean, that's pretty cool. We should do that.
Man.
We should put them on Disney Plus.
Right. Our own.
And
we can and one of the unique things they can do is show some things maybe that we've never noticed or something, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe a different positioning because riders are restricted on what kind of equipment they can carry. So
and maybe nobody's on Tracker videos that they pulled off of YouTube.
That's it.
People's old home movies.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. But we're gonna try that tonight.
Oh.
It's a segue, I think.
That is a segue.
I don't know. I don't know if this is legal, if we can do this. This video may be taken down and cut back or part of it cut off.
Yeah, we're not going to play the audio on it. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen now. We're up on the top.
Katrin had a great idea. It's all Katrin's idea.
It's all his fault.
No, I'm just kidding. But before we StarWarsify, which I guess now you see where we're starting, but you've already seen the title. So
that's right.
Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. We're going to StarWarsify that tonight, but we're going to try something different where we're going to do a ride through of the ride.
It's going to be a little faster than normal.
Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see it. If not, you're just going to hear us talk about it.
Yeah.
And then you can go to YouTube and you can watch us react, like Mystery Science Theater, I guess.
Yes.
As we make fun of everything. So this is the queue right here. We're going through the queue really fast. And this must be a slow day because there's really no line.
We'll slow it down just a hair.
Yeah, there's there's in the queue there's like games that kids can play.
Yeah.
They were closed for a while during.
Oh yeah, I mean it's because it's a high touch area, right? Everything's interactive and.
So this is the beehive things, and the thing that drives me crazy. I've seen videos of kids playing with this, and then like older Disney adults like taking the stuff away from the kids so they can play with it. Like, it's not just for the kids. Right. So that's that part. That's sort of like the beehive, and then we have here. Now this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pause here.
This thing.
Yeah,
I call it the virus wall because so many kids. I've seen so many kids lick, touch. run their whole bodies across this thing. It's like honey falling, and you can sort
Yeah.
of maneuver it with your hands.
That's weird.
But I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, there's
I
more
would
of it.
not touch that. As you can see right there, they're just rubbing their hands all over
I
it.
mean, it's a sensory thing, right? It's got some
Yeah.
texture to it. But it's, I guess,
But
I
even
don't know.
without COVID happening,
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to
Well,
rub my hands over that.
and that's like at Mine Train, or not Mine Train, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I guess. But they have the gems and those things you can spin and all the water people drink and all that stuff. And it's
but look, you can see there, dude just walking past this, rubbing their
just
hands
gotta touch
across.
it.
You got to touch it. Somebody just put their booger hands all over it right before that. But now we're on to the ride vehicles, which look like honey pots.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before, which we were going to talk about this, and we didn't, and that's my fault. We were going to talk about, before Winnie the Pooh was here, it was Mr. Toad. Before there was New Fantasyland, there was Old Fantasyland.
It was Fantasyland. That's just what it's called.
And you had, when you went to the castle, you had the carousel, and then you had Dumbo behind it, and then you had Snow White's Scary Adventure, and then
Mr. Toad's to the right.
Mr. Toad's to the right, and then there was a sky. Before there was the Skyliner.
The gondolas.
All the things that went through it. And then you had 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea back there before there was the Mine Train. So it looked completely different. But I think I could be wrong, because sometimes I get the Disneyland one and the Disney World one mixed up. I think, isn't there like a picture of Al getting the deed from Mr. Toad?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in there, and I don't know exactly where it is. I thought it was right at the entrance of it, right when you go in. So we may see it here just a second.
Yeah, we'll see it.
So,
if it's there.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's there. Now in Disneyland, in the Pooh ride, you can look, and it used to be Country Bear, and you can see the 3 heads still on the wall.
Yeah, you look back at this one part. I saw that on the video, and I guess I didn't realize it was Disneyland, but that's good to know.
Okay, back to our there. This is whose video is this that we're watching?
Document Disney. Thank you, Document Disney, for allowing us to show yours. We didn't ask your permission, but it's on YouTube. So
if you don't want us to watch it, then we'll take it down.
That's right. All right, we proceed. So I guess I don't know if it's right before that. Maybe it shows
it's in like a house.
Oh,
so it starts with a storybook, and just like you're reading Winnie the Pooh to your kids, and it's chapter 11, I guess.
There you go.
And it's going to be a windy, rainy day that's going to happen, but they're preparing for a party. So the wind's already started. You can see Piglet flying through the air. Pooh's on a balloon. Eeyore's being Eeyore.
Yeah, he's trying to get the honey out of the tree.
Yeah, there's a garden with Kanga and Roo up in the air.
Very windy.
I think it's in here. I think it's in there.
The part that you're talking about. Let's see.
Yeah, I think, because that's Al's house. No, we're in Al's house.
Okay, let's see.
I think there's a picture. It's gonna be. You probably won't be able to see.
Yeah, they probably don't have it. Yeah. Oh well.
I think he gets the deed for Mr. Toad somewhere in there. Oh, and then we got Tigger, and this is where the ride bounces up and down, because the wonderful thing about Tigger's is Tigger's a wonderful thing. Their tops are made of rubber, and their bottoms are made of springs. They bounce.
Yeah.
So that's a fun part. The actual car that you're in, the ride vehicle, bounces up and down with Tigger.
Yeah.
And now Pooh is falling asleep. He had too much honey, drunk on honey, and he's asleep. And we're going to go into his dreams. He's floating.
This is when it gets really weird.
Yeah, and now it's fever-induced dreams of heffalumps and woozles. And this got him coming out of Jack in the Box. So this is Pooh's nightmare.
Yeah, it seems like a nightmare.
Yeah.
What?
There's the elephants. Well, the heffalumps and the woozles.
Yeah.
And it's just a nightmare, basically Pooh's nightmare, and kids scream.
Oh yeah, I mean it's terrifying. Look at the honey, gee whiz, come on.
Yeah.
Watering cans.
Yes, watering cans. And now it's raining. It's raining big. It's flooding. There's water everywhere. And that's a cool effect right there. It looks like there's water pouring out.
That is cool.
Look. Yeah. So they have the video thing, and it's got real water there too.
Mm-hmm.
And then so now the 100 Acre Woods are flooding.
You know, this ride gets a lot of grief because it's kind of hokey and weird, but it's really pretty neat.
It's fun.
It's got a lot of neat features, kind of like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That's it. Runaway Railway. It's got some of those cutout pieces, that are in there, and there's some video in there, and this is
a classic dark ride.
Bad. I've only ridden it a few times or a couple times, and I told my family, I was like, we need to ride it again because a lot of things will be closed, so we might as well. But it'll be a good one. So
it's got a lot of fun effects in it.
Yeah.
Even with the video stuff. So now the rain is gone. It's a sunny day.
It's a party. They're having a party.
And Pooh's got all his honey.
Oh, bother. There's my Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother.
Oh,
honey.
Oh, bother. That's my
And then we're getting off the ride.
And we're off the ride. Yep. So there it is. That's the ride.
I mean, there's still some video on here. What's going on? Oh, we go through the store.
Exit. Walking out the exit to the store.
I mean,
which I've taken cover in that store many times from the rain.
Sure.
It's usually right in that area where it starts pouring the rain.
So funny. Yeah. And I thought it almost looked like it was raining in this, but yeah, we never were big Pooh fans in my house, but it's a ride worth riding.
Yeah, it's a fun ride, especially for kids. It's a classic dark ride. I like classic dark rides.
Yeah.
Need more of them. So there we go.
There you go.
Now we're gonna rip it apart. And we're gonna StarWarsify it.
Yes. Yes. I think this is actually gonna be a good one to StarWarsify. Like it has some a cool possibility, I think. I don't.
Yeah.
We kind of talked a little bit about what we could theme it as, but I don't know. I think it kind of works. It's probably the same.
Maybe not. If it is, I'm gonna be like, wow, that was weird. So we know what Derek would have picked. It would have been another ride with Smee.
I mean, it could be.
Oh, is that what yours is? No. The Many Adventures of Smee.
That's it. Sorry, that's what I was gonna do. Instead of a fever dream, it's her being a slave and being attacked by the.
So that's what do you got for us? Because I know it's gonna be better than that.
So mine, I think it's broken up in different sections, right? Yeah. So I liked taking an idea about. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So this weekend is Comic Palooza in Houston.
Oh yes,
you and Chris from I Am Geek are going. I'm not able to go, but one of the stars that'll be there is Hayden Christensen. So I said, why don't we try to make our theme about Anakin or something like that? So
it is about Smee.
So it is about Smee. No, I'm just kidding. But it probably has Smee in it actually, because what my thought is that as you go through each scene, you're going through the development, the story of Anakin and Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got video screens on the sides and different events. So starts off in Tatooine, and you've got the pod racing happening, and you're hearing different quotes like this thing, whatever. This is pod racing. That's it. I'm about to say this thing is operational. It's like
this thing is operational.
But
I want a t-shirt that has little Annie on it, just saying this thing is operational.
That's not it at all.
And then when people ask, I'll be like, "Oh, it's from the deleted scenes."
That's right. You've got, but you've got Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are there, and they're talking about he is the chosen one. You must see it, and there's different quotes there, and then as you go through. Again, you see like the pod racing happening on the sides, and we just kind of progress as he gets older and go through the different movies, and you see him go through with the council, and you get the different quotes from you're not a master or whatever, and
this thing's operational.
This thing's operational. You get all these hints about him becoming Darth Vader, and you see these good times and the bad times, and you can see where his emotions and his thought processes are changing and foreshadowing what could happen, just like you can through the prequel. So it is kind of a prequel ride, I guess, is the way you could look at it. And you know, and you're seeing the struggle in his mind, and he's got these different paths he could go, and maybe the dream sequence is maybe it's where we see a picture or a video or a scene of what his thought process is of that. You know, what he wants to save Padme, so you see her dying, just like in the movie. You know, he can see that in the future, and then and you see images of the dark side and Palpatine, and he's got to make that decision, and maybe it ends with no, you know, at the very end of it, and you get off the ride. I don't know, but no, you see him become Darth Vader, and
I like it.
Yeah.
What's the thing you're riding in? What's it gonna look like?
That's the hard part. I couldn't think of
a pod racer.
I thought maybe a pod racer or just a land speeder. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Or it could be maybe it's a Jedi with a ball, you know, the training ball. If it's just a big one, or it's a big Darth Vader helmet. There you go. That's what.
Oh no! I mean, it could be different little ships that he's used throughout his
That's
life.
True. It could be a TIE fighter. It could be
like, I got to go back on and get the TIE fighter now.
Yes, it's re-rideable.
Yeah, I like that. Different ships.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. Got to ride it multiple times.
Yes.
To make it, I mean, it's always going to be fully operational unless it's down. Sorry.
This thing's operational. Oh
well. I'm happy to say I did not pick the same.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah. I picked The Life of Obi. No. I'm just kidding. All right. So it's called The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, right? That's the attraction.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So mine's a little silly. And I've sort of invented a character, sort of, for this attraction.
Okay.
Because I thought, what could be funny? What could be like a new character that you could sell merchandise in the park? That's all we didn't talk about in the news. We'll talk about it later at the end.
Yeah.
Spaceballs coming back. Got to sell merchandise. So it's going to be called The Many Adventures of Roger the Battle Droid.
Nice.
Does it always go Roger?
Yeah, yeah.
So his name's Roger. So after the Battle of Naboo, a battle droid comes back online to find himself left behind on Naboo. So the whole ride is going to take place on parts of Naboo, and it's going to focus around, instead of Winnie the Pooh, it's going to focus on Roger the battle droid, and he has come back to, you know, he's rebooted or whatever, and you're like, where's everybody at? They're not here. So he goes on this adventure, and he so he comes across. I sort of took the characters from Winnie the Pooh and sort of put them with Star Wars characters.
That's good. Yeah.
So like Eeyore, that character, and in the ride you'll see him. He's going to come across a super battle droid that he's going to find, because the super battle droids are gray and sort of like, you know,
they're kind of dopey, or just kind of not dopey, but don't move around a lot.
So I thought, oh, there's your Eeyore. So he's going to come across one.
It's good.
For the Tigger scene, he's going to have an encounter with Jar Jar Binks.
Nice.
They're going to go on a bouncing adventure with Jar Jar through there, which I think is really funny. And then, but as he's going around with Jar Jar, he bounces and gets knocked out offline again. And this is where he has his dream. So instead of Heplups and Woozles, you know, I've got a couple options here.
Okay.
It could be Jedi and Gungans, or it could be Jedi and Padawans. Which Padawans would be sort of funny, because then you could just have all these little kids running around with lightsabers.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Jedi, the evil, and so in his dream, the Jedi are going to look evil and all like it's going to be like a trippy dream, or it could be Gungans because they're on Naboo.
Yeah,
he's sort of back in the battle.
Okay,
it's sort of like a fever
sense.
dream battle of stuff going on with all this stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be his dream sequence. So it's going to be like this psychedelic version of the Battle of Naboo.
Battle, yeah.
So I guess it makes more sense to have Gungans. So it could be the Jedi and the Gungans. The Jedi and the Gungans, the Gungans, the Gungans. See, this way it works. And then, so he'll come out of that dream, like in the story, and there'll be, he'll be sort of in the water. He'll get rebooted again, and he'll be sort of in the water part of Naboo with the creatures and all that stuff. And then at the end, he gets through the storm with the water and stuff, and he maybe he's on some kind of makeshift raft or something going through the water, and he gets this part of the Force that he hadn't seen before, and he encounters a village made up of other left behind droids. And they've created a society, and they have a big party because Roger is home. He's found his new home on Naboo, and him and the rest of the battle droids live out in harmony with their surroundings. And they just have this little battle droid village in the Naboo forest, and that's how it ends.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
I like it.
You can get T-shirts with Roger on it. You can get little plushes of Roger.
Oh, they could bring back the Coke toppers, the Pepsi topper things. Yeah. Everybody's walking around with or like a bubble blower.
Spirit jersey with Roger on it.
Total ADHD moment right here, but it's working. It's working. That was the line I was trying to think of.
It's operational. It's operational.
But yes, lots of. Oh man, think about the Mickey balloons. Could you have the how it's like there's a Mickey inside the balloon? You could have a Roger inside.
Yeah, Roger, or you could have a balloons that look like those creatures from Naboo, those big balloon-like creatures that the Anakin rides on. Remember when he tries to ride on one?
Yeah.
No, you don't do. It's when they go back to Naboo, him and Padme, and they're having their little love time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's the big creatures that look like balloons, but they have little legs, and they look like. And he tries to ride one.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar to me. So what the first thing I thought of though was the droids that roll, and they have a little shield on them.
Droidicas, yeah.
Those have a shield, so they look like they're a balloon. That's what I thought of when you said that.
I should have put Droidicas. Maybe there's one in the.
Oh, those could be rolling around, and maybe it speeds up at that part because they're rolling. And
now I got to figure that creature out because you're making me think I'm crazy. Here's the creatures in Naboo.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, these things. The SHAAK. That make a good balloon. It looks like a balloon.
It looks like a balloon. That's right. But you could also ride on those.
Yeah.
That could be that's the one that Dumbo. We need to redo Dumbo, so that could be the Dumbo ride.
I mean, maybe I'm losing my mind. That was just in my head that Anakin tried to ride one of those.
I mean, it's possible.
Oh yeah. Anakin Skywalker haphazardly rode Shake or whatever through the majestic grasslands near the lake country while on a picnic with Padme. He fell off, and after being stepped over by the creature, pretended to be hurt in order to amuse her. There we go.
There you go.
Anyways, it's gonna be our brothers. But yeah, that story would be perfect for Roger the Battle Droid.
Yep. No, that's great. I like it.
Now, good old Roger.
Roger.
Oh, Roger. So yeah, that's my ride.
I like
it. Yeah.
We did have two different ones. Yeah. Well, you could have some shock some kind of food from it, like a
steak,
or donut holes. It could be a little donut holes. They have those apple cider ones right now.
Oh yeah. Where?
I don't know. Remember? Apple cider. No, you know what? They're in Animal Kingdom, I believe. They're like apple cider donut holes or something. It looks amazing.
Apple cider.
Lots of amazing foods. at Disney right now. Snacks.
I'm not there. Anyway, so there we go. I like it. I like both of our rides. Yours is more serious.
Yeah.
Then mine's just a goofball.
Yeah, we got to have both.
Yeah. So I think I like watching the ride through video too. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I thought that was a good addition. Hopefully it works out and we can do that.
Have to let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments if you're. I'm gonna make sure we put credit in there to document Disney. Let us know if you're okay with that, I guess too. But,
because I'm sure they watch.
Yes, we'll get some new viewers from that.
Maybe, I don't know.
We're doing pretty good on
YouTube. And if you're just listening, go check it out on YouTube.
Yeah,
and watch the ride.
It's a fun experience. Yeah. See our goofy mugs.
Yeah. Neither one of us had a virus wall in our attraction.
No, we didn't talk about that. Mine could be lava from Mustafar.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, mine. I don't know what mine could be.
Could be droid heads that are like skulls and
just water maybe. Just goes water. There's water all over the booth. If you rub it just right, you'll see into the world of the Gungans. You'll see their city or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. That would be cool. The wall would be like you looking through the waters and you see Gungan City.
Oh, I see. If you kind of almost like you're moving it out of the way or pushing the water and you could see through it. Is this the backside? I would assume.
Oh yeah, OTH.
Yeah.
Right.
OTH. Yes. Yeah. H2O. Yes. O2H.
Well, there we go. I like it. Good job. Yeah. We did it.
We did it.
And if you guys want to know what Derek would pick, go ask him and bug him about it.
Yeah. Derek Frank.
Derek or Derek the Frank? I know that's what I call him. Oh man, there we go. All right. Yeah, Spaceballs coming back.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I am too. And it is, we talked about some of the people that are going to be in it. And
was that on IMGeek? That was on IMGeek.
It was on IMGeek. And we couldn't decide if Josh Gad was still going to be in it, but I believe he is. And I think he's the one that's getting everybody together with it. So I believe he is going to be. But I don't know. I don't know.
They're not going to replace
Maybe he'll be a different character.
I hope so. They don't need to replace. They don't need to replace any of the characters.
Right.
They need to make new characters, not be like, oh, by the way, this is John Candy now.
Yeah, because they're bringing everybody else back. So unless he's like some totally different character, but
I guess Lone Star is going to have a son because his son's going to be.
Right.
I guess that's what.
And maybe that's how that could work too. Is like they say this is his son.
What would Barf's son's name be?
Chuck. Or Daria. Dyer.
I'm looking forward to that. So that's gonna be cool.
Yes.
It's gonna be in the theaters, but I guess it's being
2027 or 29
by Amazon. I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
Somebody made a good point that they missed a great opportunity because if you remember in the Spaceball, the original. If you don't want to listen to this, you can tune out. We're done.
No,
with Star Wars.
No, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but please stay.
It's Star Wars adjacent or something.
Yeah, somebody made a good point that they missed the mark on it because in the original Spaceballs, there's a conversation that the Darth Vader. I just forgot his name. I think it's the Darth
Vader. Helmet, Lord Helmet.
Yeah, Lord Helmet, and then his second in command guy, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're talking and they're talking about a sequel or something, or straight to VHS or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we're filming it right now." Remember that part? And they're like, "It'll be out tomorrow, or whatever." They should have. This is what this guy said. They should have announced the opening date,
and
then already filmed it. They've already filmed it. Nobody knows anything about it. This would have taken a lot of NDAs to do. Movie's done. When they announce it, the movie's already done. Now it's in theaters, November, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
and then the next day release it on a streaming service. Still put it in theaters on the date that they said, but the next day they just randomly release it on Amazon or something. You can watch it. Because it would have been like the ultimate inside joke from the first movie.
Yeah.
It would have been so funny.
Potentially lose a lot of money, though. Because nobody would go to the theater to watch it.
Maybe. Yeah. It would have been funny, though.
So the new Pixar movie that came out isn't doing very well. But you haven't heard much about it, right?
Oh, because they didn't advertise it
Helios or whatever it's called. And it's probably good. I don't know. But it didn't do very well.
I didn't know it was out.
A lot of money.
My kids saw a commercial.
I think it was like they made $20 million or something. I don't know. But something.
Yeah, the Lilo and Stitch movie came out, and we didn't go see that.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you see the news that they hired back one of the original creators of some of the classic movies, like or animators, not necessarily creators, but the animators behind like Little Mermaid and those kind of movies where it's the old animation style. And he had retired and he doesn't look that old. I'm like, dude must have been set.
Yeah.
Just retired at like 40 or something because he looks like he's 60 maybe. So, but yeah, they brought him back, so maybe he can lead some people into some good movies.
That'd be great.
Bring back some classic, because the realistic stuff was cool when it came out, but I don't need that. I need animation. Good animation.
Yeah. But yeah, you didn't see the Lilo and Stitch movie, right?
I did not yet. No.
Yeah, I won't give you the spoilers, but
yeah,
they changed stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
So I'll probably. I did. Snow White is out on Disney Plus. I'm sure you jumped on that.
I did not jump on it. I am curious, as I am with most of these things that come out, but I still haven't watched it.
I'm curious too, but then I'm like, do I want to give them the views?
Right.
I don't know. Because I asked my wife, I was like, well, Snow White movie's out. We can watch it with the kids this weekend or whatever. and she's a big Snow White fan.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't want it to ruin it. I don't want to ruin Snow White for myself.
Yeah.
So
I guess
she didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I can see that.
All right. Well, this has been fun.
As always.
So next week, Back Time Geek, I guess.
Be a wrap up of Comic Palooza 2025.
Yeah. And then the next week, Derek, will be with the land speeder.
It's the plan.
It's the plan. Hopefully. I don't think I'll be out of town.
I don't know what days that is.
I don't either. But we'll be back. If you like this way of doing it, let us know.
You know what, though? Coming up is 4th of July, or 3rd of July. Yeah, you know what? That'll be July 3rd, which is that's when our fireworks are here. So
you can miss those.
I know.
Yeah. You'll see fireworks at Disney.
That's right.
After you see fireworks at Disney, though, like I've noticed, like we've gone to see local ones, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm done.
So we may not be, unless we do it earlier in the week. We could do it earlier in the week because we have people over that night. So,
well, they could be on the show. Yeah, we'll just do a big show.
Yeah, it'll be a big party.
Just sit the camera up,
and
then I'll be on here because I'm always just stuck in this chair, and then people in your guests can just walk by the camera and just like StarWarsify something. Just keep walking. Anyways, thanks for joining us on Living with the Land Speeder. This has been fun. This was the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh, or the mini adventures of Roger the Battle Droid, or what was the name of yours?
I don't know.
The mini adventures of
Anakin
Skywalker.
Yeah, it's me.
It's operational or whatever.
It's working.
It's operational. See you next time on Living with the Land Speeder.
Bye-bye.
This is operational.